Okay, so every fall, men of all ages succumb to the demands of a higher power. We're talking about football. That was certainly the case last night when the Broncos beat the Ravens. And it doesn't matter what team is playing either weekends or for game watching, nothing else, absolutely nothing else. So typically men, you know, they tend to ignore their significant others and let their relationships suffer during football season. So how do you prevent the fever of the football season, and how do you stop it from affecting the romance, the relationship? Well, fortunately, our dating expert, Rike, is here, and you're going to help us out.
I'm going to help you guys. Okay. So number one, utilize the other days of the week. And yes, they do exist.
Besides Sunday and Thursday night? But there's college football too.
I know, but you have to balance it. So make sure, you know, Wednesday, let's go for a drink. Friday night, let's go to a movie or a comedy club. So make sure that you're balancing it and using those other days to
I think the first thing
focus
is
on
men
romance.
just need to have the awareness that they're really consumed with it, really obsessed with it, and they need to make a little bit of time for the ladies. Stop.
We are fully aware of our obsession. Why can't the women just get over it? Let the man sit there for 3 hours.
Do you have any respect for the women in your life, and maybe they want a little bit of your time too?
Well, and as a man, you need to bring the woman in. Make it an event. You know, say maybe she's not totally into football, but you invite her friends over, your friends over, get some apps going,
get
some
them
wine.
Involved.
Yeah, make it an event so it's not just sitting in front of the TV, zoning out, not really connecting with each other or with other people.
High five.
Or take her to a game too. That's great. Tailgating, if you're new in a relationship and you don't know each other that well, that's the perfect time to have
alcohol
conversation.
Always helps.
Yeah. Don't drink too much, but a little.
Alcohol, hot wings, porta potties.
You're around a bunch of friends. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. I was just like, oh,
it's romance,
of course. Okay.
Why is there a problem with any type of passion that revolves around a day in a relationship? In a committed relationship, shouldn't both sides agree that we're both going to have our little crazy moments? I mean, maybe she's a Pinterest freak and you're a football freak.
Or she's a theater freak, or she loves to go on long hikes, whatever it is. You know, you want to have that balance in your relationship. So the compromise.
Respect each other's interests.
Yeah, so there are going to be some things that you love to do that I don't love to do as much, but occasionally I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna put on my happy face and I'm gonna have a great time, and expect your significant other to do the same for you. So if you're a guy, maybe you did watch football all day Sunday, and there were some things around the house she wanted you to get done and you didn't get done. And you tell her, hey, guess what? I know you really wanted to see the show. I got us theater tickets coming up.
There you go.
This is more than just this is more than just a cuddle party at halftime.
It should be, yes, it should be.
Goodness. He just wants a cuddle buddy at halftime. That's
well, you know, guys, ironically, last night, first Bronco game was also my wedding anniversary.
What'd you do?
So we made a compromise. We set up the DVR, which, you know, with the delay, it worked out wonderfully. He took me to a nice sushi dinner. We're going to go out Saturday night. You know, got a hotel room in Denver. So that's nice. Make that compromise. And we actually bonded watching the game. It was a great game.
Compromises.
It was a great game.
Wedding anniversaries are a big deal in relationships. Who decided to make that compromise first? Was it your idea? Whose idea should it be?
We both did. It has to be both of you. If you both aren't in the compromise, it's not a compromise, and somebody feels like they're not getting.
But I'm saying,
like, each other and be like, okay, listen, I know you want to watch the game, but this is our wedding anniversary. Yeah. Come on, let's work this out here.
It's just lunch. We always tell our clients, when you're in a relationship, you have to both come to a meeting of the minds and understanding. Otherwise, if somebody else feels like, oh gosh, you know, I'm sitting here at sushi with you, but I really wish I was back sitting in front of the TV,
the game,
then you're not there in the moment. You want to get that time to
I have a big concern to bring up with you. Fantasy football.
Okay.
Guys take this so seriously. It's their life.
Yes, and this is huge because we don't care. Women, we really
don't.
You know, even if I go, I'm going to watch the game with you, I'm going to go to the game to you, but you don't want to be so obsessed about it that even when we are on our date, you're talking about it, or you're know,
on your phone,
just be able to separate, be able to tune it off, turn it off, focus on the person that you're with. And, you know, women have to do it on the flip side, too. You know, you mentioned Pinterest.
And there's women who love fantasy football.
Romance is important, and you're not going to have that romance if you are connected to your phone or or the TV.
Yeah.
There
There's
is
women
no
who love fantasy
emoticon.
football, and they need to respect their partner, too. It goes both ways.
It does. We have some very intense female football addicts in Colorado, too. I have lots of clients that would think that's the perfect date. Let's go watch a Buffs game, or, you know. But you want to have that balance, just like anything else in your life.
All right, balance.
Good advice.
That's what it's all about.
Totally good advice. We appreciate it. All right, coming up here on the Everyday Show, it's margarita time. La Sandia is here to show us how to make some new flavors of that delicious margarita.
Oh, it's Friday, and I'm so happy.